Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I thought I'd kind of do a little bit of a get ready with me style video because tonight I'm off to the O2 to watch the 1975. Woo! So I need to kind of look quite put together, and yes, I am wearing a Stranger Things hoodie right now because I'm cool like that. I'm going to be showing you kind of what I'm going to be putting on my face. I'll talk through what I'm going to be wearing later, and I need to sort and barn it out as well. But if you watch this video, you'll see how I turn from sham to glam, from trash to splash. No, from this to this. So I'm going to start off with foundation, which is what I normally do first. I've already moisturised my face. I did it about like an hour ago maybe, and I just used the Simple moisturiser. This is just the one that I tend to reach for the most. For foundation today, I'm going to be using the Fenty Beauty foundation. I don't use this as often as I thought because I just always go for my Revlon Colour Stay. So on this occasion I was like, no, I'm gonna branch out. I'm gonna use the Fenty Beauty foundation because it's bloody expensive, so I should be getting my money's worth really. I've got the shade 120. With this, because it does dry quite quickly, I'm gonna be kind of putting it on like sections of my face at a time, and I've got a damp beauty sponge at the ready. I'm looking down here because I have my mirror. Lovely, so I might zoom in a little bit, but I've just applied the foundation. I'm going to put a little bit of concealer in like particular areas like under my eyes and on some blemishes, and then I'll be blending that in using the Real Techniques beauty sponge as well. Sorry, I didn't actually say what concealer I'm using. You can't tell, but it is the Collection Lasting Perfection concealer, of course. I have used this concealer for many years now, and I will probably continue to in the future. So for under my eyes, I tend to use a sponge. In like particular blemishes, I tend to just use my finger to kind of like dab the concealer in. No particular reason, but I don't know, I just feel like you kind of are more precise like using your finger in these areas. So just me. So now that I've done my base, I'm going to be doing my eyebrows, and for that I'm using a Revolution brow pomade in the shade Taupe. It's Revolution Pro actually, and it's just like a really good colour because it's quite cool toned. And I will be using my favourite angled brush that is supposed to be for like eyeliner, but I use it for eyebrows just because of the shape of it. This is a Topshop one. What I tend to do is spray it with a bit of this face hydrating spray just to wet the brush slightly before I put it in the brow pomade, because the pomade's a bit kind of dry now. Don't know if that means I should probably get a new one, but anyway, this is what I tend to do. Right, so now that I've filled in both of my brows, do they look even? I feel like this one looks darker than this one. But anyway, you know, sisters not twins after all. I'm then going to take some of this eyebrow gel, the 24-hour brow setter from Benefit, and just run that through the brows so they're in place for the whole evening. It's a clear gel, so it doesn't add any colour to the brows, but it is quite good in keeping them in place. Right, so now I'm going to go on to my eyes, and I'm going to be using the Urban Decay eyeshadow primer potion, of course, because I'm afraid to try any other eyeshadow primer basically. So I'm just going to apply a little bit of that onto my lids. Now that I've rubbed the primer into my eyelids, I'm going to be going on to my eyeshadow, and today I thought I'd use the Morphe Copper, what's this one called? The Copper Spice palette. And this has got some lovely warm shades, some like kind of bronzy golds, and I thought I'd just use this today. I'm not sure if I've used this in a tutorial before. I might have done, but I can't remember. So I'm going to be using some of the hot shades for my crease as a transitional shade, and then I'll be using one of the, probably like one of these shades here on my eyelid, but I'll kind of see how I feel when I get to that stage. This one in the middle is screaming to me a little bit. I have a bronzy gold shade, which is really pretty, so I might use that on my eyelid, in which case I might take these two shades here and here, so that start with that as a kind of transitional shade and then deepen up the crease using this brown. So let's just get into it. So for the kind of transitional shade, the lighter shade that I just going to show you, I'm just going to take quite a big fluffy brush and sweep that across my crease. I would like to know in the comments below, what you think of Ariana Grande's new single, 7 Rings. When I first heard it, I was shook because she sampled The Sound of Music, my favourite things, like as in the song that was sung by the Queen, that is Julie Andrews, and I was like but I actually really like it. It's a bit of fun. I think she just enjoyed making it, getting her friends involved. That's like the vibe that she's kind of giving off at the moment. It's like she's all about her friends, having a good time, just not taking herself too seriously, which I think is really good. Like, good for you, Ariana. And also, who knew the girl could rap that well? Just saying. Yeah, so that's like a song which has recently come out that I'm like, else. What other songs have I been loving? I've obviously been listening to the 1975 because I'm going to see them tonight. Their new album has grown on me a lot. I love It's Not Living If It's Not With You, Two Time. There's a few that I really like. So I'm really looking forward to seeing them because I've never seen them live. I've like mentioned them I think a couple of years ago in one of my year in review videos because I really liked their album, the one with the long name, I Like It When You Sleep, ... And I'm really excited to see them perform some of those songs, and obviously new songs and songs like Chocolate and Girls from their original album, because those songs just remind me of being like at school. That'd be quite nice to reminisce. I'm going to take this Real Techniques Essential Crease Brush and I'm going to take some of this brown here and put that in my outer corner of my eye, just make it a bit darker in this area. I would also really like to know if you have any Netflix recommendations or like just any kind of TV series recommendations, because I've been binge watching Friday Night Dinner, so there's 5 series of that and I watched that in like less than 2 weeks, I swear. But that's really funny. But I kind of like I like programs like that. I do like a serious drama every now and again, but sometimes I just like a bit of light relief, you know, like a comedy, sitcom, so something like Friday Night Dinner. So I'm now going to be taking this shade, as I mentioned earlier, and putting that on my eyelid. I'm going to take this shade also under my eyelid. That's kind of the eyeshadow bit done. Very kind of simple. I'm just going to blend out the edges again using this fluffy brush. This is a Morphe brush and it's ideal for when you've got some harsher lines that you just want to blend out, and it's the M441 brush. So now I'm going to do some eyeliner and I'm going to use the Maybelline Master Ink Matte Waterproof eyeliner. This stuff is so good. Now that I've done my eyeliner, which it's one of those things where if you want to do a fine line, it is never as fine as you want it to be. But it's alright, it's not completely even, but as I said before, like with the eyebrows, they're sisters and not twins. Your eyes are different shapes anyway, so it doesn't matter too much. I'm now going to go on to mascara, and I'm using the Maybelline Lash Sensational Mascara. This one's the Luscious one with oil blend. Now I'm going to go on to powdering my face and making sure it's all kind of matte and not too shiny looking. And I'm going to use the Coty Airspun powder. It's a loose powder. I've had this since I went to New York. So that was 2017. So what I do is I tip this into the lid, kind of rough amount of what I'll need. You've got a powder like that, and you can either use the powder puff, mine is very dirty looking, or you could just use a normal powder brush. But I think I'm going to use the powder puff because it's quite good to pack on powder onto your face. But once I've packed it on with the powder puff, I then go in with this blush brush from Real Techniques, and I just kind of sweep any excess away, and I do it in upwards motions. And now I'm all lovely and pale. I'm going to bronze up this Casper face using the Benefit Hoola Light bronzer. So I'm just taking this is another Real Techniques brush from one of their the Bold Metals collection. This is 103, which is the bronzery cheek brush. I just kind of use it to bronze up my face. I don't really contour as such. I know that was a bit of a thing a year or two ago, but I just want to bronze my face, I want to add some colour. I don't really tend to put on blusher anymore. I went through a phase of using blusher quite a lot, and then I was like, you know what, can't really be bothered. So I'm just going to go straight to highlighter, and I haven't used this particular highlight in such a long time, but it's the Sleek Solstice palette. Who can remember this guy? Everyone and their mother were talking about the Sleek highlighter palettes. But I thought, I'm just looking through my cupboards, what am I gonna put on my face today? I thought, you know what, I haven't used this guy in so long. So I think I'm gonna use this warmer goldy orangey shade there, which I think is called, I think that's Equinox. Oh, that's helpful. And I'm just gonna take that on my Morphe, oh no, the numbers rubbed off. Oh, something 6. Basically it's a highlighter cheek brush, and I'm gonna apply a fair amount because we like to glow. It's still bloody good. So High Street highlighters really did up their game when this came out. It's nice to kind of bring it down onto the cheek area as well, so you still got a little bit of a natural looking glow. And I take it above the eyebrows too, so I kind of shape it like this C. And I take it down at the bridge of the old nose there. And I'm also going to take this little brush. This is again a Morphe brush. I'm just loving the Morphe. R41, which is a very small brush, which is really good to put highlighter in specific areas. So I put it on my brow bone. I also put it on the inner corner of my eye and also at the top of my lip there. And then to finish that all off and set it into place, I'm going to put on some of the Fix Plus. Actually no, this isn't Fix Plus, it's setting spray that I just put into this bottle because I preferred the bottle. I think it's a collection setting spray actually. Then I'm just gonna fan that. I might as well just use the 1975 tickets to fan. Have those to hand. Oh, loving the highlight work. Right, so now I've finished my makeup, apart from my lips. So my lips I'm gonna add later on, just before I leave, because there's no point if I'm gonna be eating before I go out. But I will be back to show you what I'm gonna wear. I will see you guys in a sec. So now I'm in a different part of my room, to swivel the camera around to show you what I'm going to wear later. I just had a little rummage in my wardrobe and I thought, you know, because you're going to the O2, I want to look quite nice. Not too dressy, but just kind of like smart cash vibes. I picked out this shirt dress. It's a midi shirt dress from New Look and it has a tie belt, button down. It's just like really easy just to throw on. It is like a whole outfit in one. I'll wear it with black tights and boots, and then I'll just wear like a camel colour jacket over the top. So I'm now gonna put this on. So here we go. Whoa, magic. This is the shirt dress. Sachet away. Now I've completed my transformation. I've got my outfit on ready. I've got my little amethyst necklace on. I've got my hair in my Dutch braid bun style, which I'm going to be sharing a tutorial for coming up soon, so watch out for that. The only thing left to do is lips now. I don't know about you, but January has been dire for my lips. They've been so dry. I've used scrub, I moisturise my lips all the time, so it's important that I put lip balm on before putting lipstick on, just so I make sure that they're moisturised underneath. So I'm going to use some of this lovely Elizabeth Arden 8-Hour Cream, which I have been putting on like every evening. I really like it. It's also good for dry hands, just any bits of dry skin. So I think I'm actually going to apply a little bit of Charlotte Tilbury Bond Girl onto my lips today, because I've gone for a bit of a bronzy eye, so I think we can get away with wearing a dark-ish lip. I say dark, it's not that dark. It looks darker in the bullet. So this is Bond Girl. And you can kind of apply how much you want on. You can kind of layer it up as you want. And as I've got the gloss on underneath, it's going to be a bit more sheer, which I quite like. Using a bit of tissue, I'm just going to blot the lips because the 8-Hour Cream leaves a bit of a sheen to your lips. And then I'm going to apply a little bit more on top. This just kind of makes it a little bit more long lasting. And you've officially got ready with me. I'm ready to go, I am prepped. I'm going to listen to some of the 1975's music to get me in the mood. Why don't you come along with me and have a little glimpse into my evening at the O2 watching the 1975. Cue some of the clips here.
Welcome to the show, everybody. Let's do it. Sometimes must be more 3 times. Didn't mean it.
guys enjoyed this Get Ready With Me for the 1975. If you did, please hit the like button and subscribe for more videos. I will see you guys with a new video soon. Bye!